Hey there. Ritual here to give a big shout out to you for making it through the hectic holiday season. The magic of those family moments, that was you. And now there's new milestones to prep for in 2025. This new year, check clean, quality, pregnancy nutrient support off your to-do list with Ritual. We've done the research to create science-backed pregnancy support like our prenatal multivitamin, natal choline, and fertility support, all designed to be taken alongside each other. But don't just take our word for it. They're also third-party tested for microbes and heavy metals and Clean Label Project certified. So whether you're trying, thinking about trying, or already there, we don't have to tell you that prioritizing yourself can be the hardest part. That's why we're helping you get started today with 30% off a 3-month supply for a limited time at ritual.com/podcast. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
You can't want none of them to win.
I can want better movies is what I can want.
Right, but those are the choices, though.
Those are your choices.
No, those are the Academy's choices.
I liked Cars 3.
Spider-Man was good.
Hey, guys.
Hey, Eli, what are you doing?
Nothing. I just wanted to talk a little, if it's okay.
All right, what about?
I feel so stupid. I just feel like I've been the butt of a lot of jokes lately on the show. And, like, I get it. I'm silly and I'm wacky, but I'm still a person, you know?
Oh, Eli, honestly, really?
No, it's just like, you guys are grown-ups, but I'm like only 30, you know?
Okay, I don't mean to interrupt your heartfelt moment here, but 30 is a fucking grown-up.
Cecil, not now.
It's just, I don't have a lot of friends, and like, after like the 500th joke about my dog or nobody liking me, I just wonder, like, how real is this? You know, like, there's a difference between being in on the joke and more lately, I feel like I am the joke.
Wow. Eli, honestly, I had no idea.
Did you show him the underwear?
What?
Damn it, Heath! I said 10 minutes.
I got hungry. Plus, the taser's getting cold. We have to go now.
Well, now it's ruined.
Prank faster then.
Wait,
we said this
underwear? What?
Yeah, I was going to do this whole speech and then Heath was going to come in and shock my butt because of this week's episode, but he ruined the timing.
Okay.
Even though I gave him a Cliff Bar.
Give me one Cliff Bar.
It's fine. It's fine. Let's just do the show.
So you don't not like the Eli jokes now?
What are you talking about? I write those jokes.
I know.
Eli's not even my real name.
What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot that part.
How many Cliff Bars do you need?
Way more than one.
Hello and welcome to Citation Needed, the podcast where we choose a subject, read a single article about it on Wikipedia, and pretend we're experts, because this is the internet, and that's how it works now. I'm Cecil, and I'll be conducting this week's episode. But you can't expect me to carry this load alone. First up, two guys whose work ethic will make you swear they're on strike, Heath and Tom.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say something mean about whoever wrote that, so pass, I guess. Whatever. How many hours did you work, whoever wrote that? Okay, go ahead.
I'm declining to respond until my union rep gets back to me, so it's, we have time. We have a lot of time.
Also joining us tonight, two gentlemen who we're pretty sure God hates more than the subject of this week's show, Eli and Noah.
Hey, getting hit by lightning would at least make me feel special.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
Why didn't you say so earlier, Eli? I could have taken See, but I feel like of all the non-existent people who hate me, he is the least consequential, right? Like if you told me Batman hated me, I would be worried as hell, but God, I can handle. Yeah. I've got a foreskin here.
Now, before we hit the ground running with our latest episode in this series, I'd like to thank our patrons. We're all incredibly lucky that you support our separate projects, but having you support this show feels like lightning striking twice. And if you feel like sinking some money into this show, you won't meet much resistance. Be sure to stick around to the end, and I'm positive I'll tell you how. And with that out of the way, Tom, what person, place, thing, concept, phenomenon, or event will we be talking about today?
I'm just glad we didn't foreshadow any of this in any way, or just, give the audience any kind of a clue.
Right.
So we'll be talking about the unluckiest man who isn't on this podcast listening to those puns, and that is Roy Sullivan, park ranger and survivor of 7, arguably 8 possible lightning strikes.
And Eli, you charged through this article. Are you ready to shock us with your knowledge?
Oh, whatever makes you stop punning, Cecil. Whatever makes you...
Don't be short with me. Don't be short with me. So, Eli, tell us, who was Roy Sullivan?
Born on February 7th, 1912, as the 4th child of Arthur and Ida Sullivan in Greene County, Virginia, Roy Sullivan discovered his affinity for nature as a young man. Living with his family on a farm, he kept himself amused by long walks through the woods and by memorizing as many types of tree and plant as he could.
Whoa, that sounds okay. So play more Xbox, kids. That's all you're missing.
Now, reportedly, one day, while cutting wheat in the field with his father, a storm started up. Suddenly, and without warning, lightning struck the scythe in his hand and lit the field around him on fire.
Fuck. Okay. Sorry, what warning?
Right?
Suddenly, is lightning normally slow and methodical? Like, hey, psst, psst, gonna zap right there in like 10 minutes. Just heads up.
Now, he was uninjured.
Wait, uninjured? He got struck. The field is on fire. How is he uninjured? How the fuck does that even happen?
Well, this would be the beginning of a long and painful relationship with lightning. For the record, Roy never claimed this first strike as authentic since he couldn't prove it. And let's face it, it's not like hit by lightning 8 times was going to convince people God hated him any less.
So, struck by lightning once means he limits his outside time for the rest of his life to running back inside as fast as he can, right?
You might think, Cecil, but not even close. The experience didn't stop Roy's love of nature, however, because as you're going to learn from the rest of the episode, he was very, very stupid. And at the age of 28, he was hired as a park ranger at Shenandoah National Park, known for its beautiful forests, breathtaking views, and frequent thunderstorms.
By the way, for people who have hiked the Appalachian Trail, you'll know it as the part you didn't make it to before you gave up.
Oh. Honestly, the whole thing sounds like a superhero origin story, but we know it's not. He just keeps getting struck by lightning. He's like Bruce Wayne trying to get a desk job inside a cave of bats, but instead of being Batman, it's just a guy who keeps getting rabies from bats.
So the first official time Roy was hit by lightning was in April of 1942.
Yeah, no, nothing before that counts because they hadn't added the shot clock yet.
Exactly. While patrolling, a sudden storm swept up and he took shelter in a brand new fire lookout tower.
What? Quick, what's the tallest thing I can hide in during this lightning storm?
However, it gets worse because the tower was so new that it had no lightning rod at the time.
Oh.
Roy claimed that while he was inside it, it was hit 7 or 8 times and that inside, quote, fire was jumping all over the place,
Well,
end quote.
Technically, there was a lightning rod in it. It was him.
Right, so Roy runs out and just a few feet away from the tower received what he considered to be his worst lightning strike. And he should know, it burned a 1/2-inch strip all along his right leg, tore off parts of his big toe, and burned a hole in the bottom of his
Jesus.
shoe. A park doctor would treat Roy and documented his accident, but the lightning was just getting started.
Yeah. Next time, it's personal.
I love the idea that he's in a structure that gets hit 7 or 8 times by lightning, and his response was, I should be outside right now.
So then, in July of 1969, he's driving his truck, and Roy gets hit by lightning again. Now, here's the thing. The car should have acted as a Faraday cage and protected him. But according to Roy, the lightning bounced off a nearby tree and through the open window of his truck.
Big shot.
Burning off his eyebrows, setting his hat on fire, and knocking him unconscious.
Did you call glass? Nothing but net. You didn't call glass.
Is that a thing lightning does now? It just like ricochets off of shit?
It does now, yeah. Lightning's been getting real bitchy. No, but I've been saying for years, I've been saying for years, though, there were 2 lightning bolts and Emperor Palpatine was on the grassy knoll. It all makes sense if you look at my chart.
All right. At this time, it seems like Roy should maybe get a different job. Maybe something indoors at this point.
Yeah, and also maybe apologize to Zeus for fucking Hera or Athena or both together at the same... whatever the fuck he did, he should apologize.
If only those things would help, Heath. If only those things would help. A year later, in July of 1970, he was working in his garden, which, again, was outside, when a lightning bolt hit the power transformer next to his caravan, bounced off it, and hit him in the shoulder, throwing him through the air and giving him severe burns.
Where does he find all this bouncy lightning?
Well, it's actually bouncy ball lightning. It's much more
I
rare.
see it.
That's adorable. He was quoted as saying, "Wee!"
Little side note here. A month later, he's out in the garden again, and lightning hits the same thing again and bounces off. He moves out of the way, and it hits his wife, Patricia.
Wait a minute. He moved out of the way. He was like, was he kung fu fighting that shit?
He dodged it.
He dodged the speed of light.
Yes, in the
thing.
lightning book, that's one of the sources for the Wikipedia article. He like bends down. He's like, "What's this?" And the lightning hits his wife behind him.
He did like a Neo dodge in a lightning book. Did you say the lightning book is your source? The Great Book of Lightning? What the fuck are you talking about?
There's a lightning book. Lightning book.
You know it moves at the speed of light, right?
Lightning book.
We also see at the speed of light, too, by the way.
Lightning
you
book.
can't see the lightning coming.
It's a lightning book.
That's not a...
And that's a wrap, gentlemen. Eli, were people steering clear of him at this point like Jared Fogle at a kid's birthday party?
They must have been. Just like every time he steps outside, you hear like crazy thunder. It's like, okay, good to see you, Roy. My car is actually this way, little buddy. Okay, but you didn't drive. Okay, bye.
So that's actually scarily accurate. Yes, everyone was terrified of him, and not just because all park rangers are pedophiles who seclude themselves in the hope of keeping our children safe. No.
Oh my God.
In the book, The Lightning Book, Heath, out of the blue, A History of Lightning.
So it's not called the Lightning Book.
I mean, if I say, hey, hand me the Lightning Book, you're going to hand me out of the blue A History of Lightning.
He actually has a point there that I'm distressed about. That's
Thank
true.
you. So in
I'm not
that
going to hand
book-
him shit.
So in that book, Sullivan is quoted as saying, quote, "Of course people started to avoid me. Once I walked around the park with a senior ranger when a flash of lightning flashed far away. And he just said, 'See you later.'"
I think he was actually misquoted. What he said was back in a flash, but still.
Oh, wise decision indeed. Well, we all need a little time to make sure none of us live near Roy Sullivan. So while we do that, we'll let you enjoy everyone's favorite use of interstitial music, apropos of nothing.
Hey, Jim.
Oh, hey, Roy.
Happy 4th of July.
Yep, sure. 1 second. I gotta...
Ooh, burgers.
And I told her, oh, hey, Roy, what's up?
Hey, Steve. Happy 4th of July.
Wow, no, yeah, I don't remember inviting you to, this barbecue that you're now at.
Yeah. Remember you put up a little sign in the break room? I brought cups.
Oh, cool, cups, yeah, that's useful. It just seems odd that you'd come to an outdoor barbecue, it's supposed to rain today? Are you not aware?
It? I didn't check the
Oh, really?
news
You don't check that sort of stuff? Like, every day you don't check if it's going to rain?
No, I just, go out, bring an
Hey,
umbrella.
Steve, we're running out of burgers over. What the fuck is Lightning Roy doing here?
Yeah, I guess he saw the break room sign that I said we shouldn't put
Oh,
up.
fuck
Okay.
that. There is metal everywhere, man. What are you thinking?
I just
Thought.
thought that...
What did you think? What the fuck did you think? That you'd roll up in this outdoor activity and just burn out all the children to cinders by your proximity? That's what you thought?
Well, I was hoping that maybe.
No, sorry. I should have been. No, let me be more fucking clear. You are invited to the indoor rubber-coated activities, okay? That's what you can come to, not the outside metal-surrounded time. I'm fucking leaving.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
I brought cups.
Who brings cups?
Signed up for cups.
And we're back. When we last left Roy, he should have gotten a job as a parking garage attendant in Manhattan.
He should have, Cecil, but he did have the sense to move indoors. Not that it helped. Because in 1972, Sullivan was working inside a ranger station in the park.
No.
When he was hit by lightning through a window. Again.
Okay, no, fuck that. Now he's just showing off. That's just showing.
The strike set his hair on fire again.
How does he still
which
have
he
hair?
tried-
How is he still growing hair at this point?
which he tried to smother with his jacket. He then rushed to the restroom, but couldn't fit his flaming head under the sink. So he used a wet towel to put his skull out instead.
His head's on fire, and it's just one of those like airport sinks that won't turn on unless you know like the fucking Freemason handshake and like Japanese sign language and wave exactly the right way.
Right, exactly. Like he runs in there and he happens to get to the crappy one that doesn't work right, so he stuffs his head under there. Nothing. And then he pulls it out and the fucking thing starts. You know what I mean? And then he's gonna try to stuff it back in there real fast. And
You know, the real bitch is what he's done. He's got to try to cram his head in one of those Dyson hand things, the hand dryer. It's like
He's going to go up and down and up and
All
down.
right, so at this point, Roy started to worry.
Yeah, now's a good time to start worrying. That's a good go. You don't want to panic after God sets you on fire 3 times, but now it's been 4.
Right, so-
start thinking about worrying.
So for months after this, whenever he was caught in a storm while driving, he would pull over, lie down in the front seat until the storm passed. He also became obsessed to the idea that he would attract lightning even if he stood in a crowd of people.
no, that is not an idea. That is a history.
Yeah. So he started carrying a can of water with him wherever he went in case he caught fire, which, for the record, he had done 4 times at this point.
oh god.
Hey, what's that water can for, man? Oh yeah, I catch on fire a lot. That's kind of my thing. That's what we do. Get new hobbies. You got to get a new hobby. That's not.
Yeah, I feel like he's focusing on the wrong thing with the water bucket. Just like, what if all the teachers carry lightning bolt wands from now on? No, again, treating the symptoms.
All right.
I feel like.
So at this point, the media caught on to
Focus on
Roy's
the-
story. He was included in the Guinness Book of World Records. He appeared on U.S. television shows like To Tell the Truth, and That's Incredible.
So, Eli, by my count, this dude get hit by lightning 3 more times. How's he not living underground at this point?
no clue, Cecil. But at this point, Roy's story basically turns into a horror movie where lightning is the villain. Okay, listen to this direct quote from the Wikipedia article. Direct.
Okay, I'm going to play some creepy music under this.
Thank
Go
you.
ahead. Yeah.
All right. On August 7th, 1973, while he was out on patrol in the park, Sullivan saw a storm cloud forming and drove away quickly. But the cloud, he said later, seemed to be following him. Oh, God. When he finally thought he had outrun it, he decided it was safe to leave the truck. Soon after, he was struck by a lightning bolt.
The thunder was later heard to rumble. Fuck you, Roy.
Sullivan stated that he actually saw the bolt that hit him. The lightning moved down his left arm and left leg and knocked off his shoe. Then it crossed over to his right leg just below the knee. Still conscious, Sullivan crawled over to his truck and poured the can of water, which he always kept there, over his head which was on fire. End quote. All of this is confirmed, by the way. This is not like, hey, what did Roy say? It's all confirmed.
Right before he does it, he turns to nobody. He's like, see, I fucking told y'all the head dousing bucket matters. You guys made fun of me.
If I'd been struck by lightning as much, I'd have installed a fucking sprinkler system. Are you kidding me?
He should just carry a gas can at this point and call this whole thing a day.
Yeah, so then on June 5th, 1976, he was struck again while checking a campground for hikers.
Get a different job. What are you doing? Does not matter what it is. Any job. Be a janitor who cleans the X marks on the floor of the piano and anvil factory. Literally anything else.
So, sixth lightning strike was enough for Roy. He quit his job.
You got to draw the line somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. Quit his job and retired to a small community in, and this is real, Dooms County.
He took up a nice, safe, non-lightning related hobby like thunder golfing.
No, gentlemen, quite the opposite. So at the corner of the caravan he and his wife lived in, he attached thick copper wire, the end of which reached 2 meters into the ground to catch any lightning that was to get him. And then he set up lightning rods on his TV antenna, electric meter, and 6 of the largest trees around his home.
Okay, so there's still one more, though. One more lightning strike. I'm guessing he's watching TV and a lightning bolt dressed like a little girl crawls out of the screen and gets him. What happens?
It's close, actually. See, Roy didn't count on the lightning following him to his favorite fishing hole.
Was his fishing hole outside? Because all of outside has lightning.
So on June 25th, 1977, while fishing, he was struck by lightning again, which set his head on fire.
Maybe he should have a hobby that doesn't include a rod of any kind, right? Like, maybe rodless hobbies.
The lightning...
Fucking kidding me?
The lightning set his head on fire again.
Jesus Christ.
He doesn't even care at this point. He's just like, oh, this shit again.
Now he's just combing it. He's just like, whatever.
And become a pole vaulter. No. That's stupid.
He starts using it as asbestos pomade. Like, oh, fuck you, lightning. Yeah.
So, according to him, throws him out of the boat. He struggles his way back to the car, only to be met by a black bear attracted by the smell of the fish he had caught, which he had to fight away with a branch before escaping.
But the bear was just going to throw him back on the grill for a few more minutes. That's all.
I love this so much because that means that this guy was struck by lightning. He catches on fire. He struggles to the car. But he remembers to take the fish with him.
Well, but here's the thing. Just if you find yourself in that situation, give the bear your fucking fish. Like, I mean, I don't know. I can't think of a way to tempt lightning, but if his reaction to a hungry bear is, where's a good branch? I feel like he was asking for that other shit, too.
Fuck you, motherfucker. I'm the Rulatista.
You just crawl up into a ball and get struck by lightning, and the bear gets hit too. Everybody knows.
He just hugs the bear and gets struck by lightning. Back out! Yeah, bitch!
Now your hair's on fire.
It's a blessing and a curse,
You
motherfucker.
don't have a can of water, do you?
Yeah. All right. So this is probably a stupid question, but how did he die, Eli?
Suicide, Cecil! On September 28th of 1983, he shot himself in the head with a .22 caliber pistol.
All right. Well, I suppose that's one way to avoid getting hit by lightning again. Okay.
Wait a minute, was he cremated by lightning? Did they just like leave him outside?
No.
It'd be better if you put the pistol up to his head and the pistol was struck by lightning. That would be better.
No. It's so much better than that because according to the Der Spiegel article I read and several other sources cited on the page and in the lightning book, it was over unrequited love, not lightning. His wife was 30 years younger than him, and many, including him, suspected she was cheating on him with another man who wasn't always getting struck by fucking lightning. So again, just to be clear, this guy got struck by lightning 7, maybe 8 times, and he was like, "She don't love me no more, Pip."
Yeah, but to be fair, their connection was electric. So
It would have been better if he'd shot her and then they'd send him to the electric chair. At the end, that would have been a better ending. I'm gonna write to the lightning book and see if we can get that.
Ride the lightning.
changed.
And if you had to summarize, Eli, what you learned in one sentence, what would it be?
Nothing is deadlier than a woman's scorn.
Are you ready for a battery of questions from our panel?
I'd be shocked if I wasn't,
Okay.
Cecil.
I quit the show. I'm done. I quit. Heath, you want to quit? Can we quit?
Shit tits.
All right. So, besides being struck by lightning and bursting into flames 7 times, what are some other signs that Zeus, the god of the universe, might be trying to kill you? A, you're incapable of digesting food and you shit blood about once an hour.
Oh, no.
Unkind. It's his birthday. It's his birthday.
B, your brain is broken and incapable of experiencing joy, which is literally the only reward for being alive.
Okay, that's it. That one's me. All right, I see it.
C, every time you step outside, you hear "Wabbit, kill the wabbit, kill the wabbit." Or D, you wake up with the severed head of a Pegasus in your bed.
Well, that one's aimed at Tom. So D, you wake up with the severed head of a Pegasus in your bed.
That is correct.
All right. I got one for you here, Eli, because I feel like we're missing the part of the story where he just embraces this. So how could Roy Sullivan have best used his powers to fight crime? A, hang around near bad guys. B, light up dark, crime-ridden streets. C, serve as a mobile charging station for cops on the stakeouts. Or D, stop carrying around that bucket and just embrace his fate as the Ghost Rider.
I'm going to go with D. Stop carrying around that bucket and embrace his fate as Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I shouldn't have gone with the same right answer as Heath. You're just making it too easy on you.
It's all D. It's all D. This is an easy SAT.
Still better than Nick Cage.
All right, Eli. Was this episode shocking? A, that hurts. B,
I like that one.
oh my God, that's the worst question ever.
Oh my God.
No.
Okay.
Oh.
C, I vote yes. D, negative. E, you're grounded. Or F, Cecil, you are punning this like only you can do it.
God damn it.
Only you can do it.
Jesus,
gosh.
dude.
I'm going to go with D, negative.
It is D negative. Absolutely.
All right. I think if we've learned anything from this, it is that God is a terrible assassin. So what other options would, in retrospect, have been more effective? A, sinkholes under the carpet.
Got Tom Hanks once.
Yeah, right. B, putting earthquakes in his shoes. C, bedroom tornadoes, a series of standard bedroom tornadoes. Those are pretty good. Or D, literally any other method. He's clearly immune to lightning and fire.
Not gunfire, though. Not gunfire.
I'm going to go with D, literally any other
Sure,
method.
yeah.
Yeah, D.
I think that's right. So it looks like nobody stumped you this week. So you take over as host. And you get to pick next week's essayist.
He doesn't believe in the lightning book, so I'll make him write one of his own. I'm going to go with Heath as next week's essayist.
All right, now I'm going to toss it over to Sarah for last week's Twitter answer and this week's Twitter question.
Last week's question was, if you had to roast a penguin, what would you stuff it with? The winner was Salgarius Rex on Twitter with this: happy feet and baby seal cheek meat. This week's question is, what was the nickname that Roy Sullivan never got? Just retweet or Facebook share this episode with your answer for a chance to be next week's winner. Back to you, Cecil.
All right, well, for Eli, Noah, Tom, and Heath, I'm Cecil, thanking you for hanging out with us today. We'll be back next week, and by then, Heath will be an expert on something else. Between now and then, you can hear Tom and I lightening up the room on Cognitive Dissonance. And you can listen to these other 3 shock jocks on God-awful movies, The Scathing Atheist and The Skeptocrat. And also, and if you'd like to help keep this show going, you can make a per-episode donation at patreon.com/citationpod, and we'll charge your card. And we hope you'll stay current. Or you can leave us a 5-star review everywhere you can. And if you'd like to get in touch with us, check out past episodes, connect with us on social media, or check the show notes. Be sure to check out citationpod.com.
Oh, fuck. Rock slide.
Jesus, Gary, get out of the way.
Ah, fuck me, that stings.
Holy shit. Let me get you out of there. Are you okay?
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. I'm good.
Dude, that's like the 9th rock slide you've been caught in today.
Yeah, but I've been in 100, so I'm good.
Yeah, you look like you're missing part of your arm, buddy.
Oh, I'll be fine. I'm just going to rub some dirt on it. I'll be fine.
Okay.
Technically, isn't that how you got injured in the first place, though? Was dirt?
You know, I never thought of it like that.